Have you ever finished a book where upon completion you immediately decide to start a booktube channel? Hi, my name is Hannah and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the Booktube Newbie tag because I decided that I'm gonna start a channel talking about books. So I feel like the Booktube Newbie tag is a rite of passage and I want to join in. So let's go. Before I answer the questions, I'd like to introduce myself a little bit since I'm a relative nobody on any sort of social media. My name is Hannah. I'm 26. I am a content creator for a software company. My dogs are playing. I have one dog named Hiccup, who is our very own, and we are also fostering at this moment. So hopefully, along with some bookish content, I will show you, some puppy content with all of our foster dogs we hope to foster. Question number 1 is, why did you start this channel? I have been watching Booktube for 4 or 5 years now, and I actually wanted to create a Booktube channel then, but I was scared and I didn't want to put myself out there. And at that time, I was starting to deal with some health complications. I was starting to get some chronic pain developing, and I didn't know how to handle that and develop a new hobby at the same time. So while I was trying to figure out what was going on with me health-wise, I didn't want to. So I was, busy with, starting my career and dealing with health issues. And I was scared. I didn't want to put myself out there at that time. It was just not the right time for me. So I've just been religiously watching my faves for the past 4 years, wishing to participate in the community more and not really knowing how, and not wanting to put myself out there, really. I was just really scared. But I actually finished reading Rhythm of War by Brenda C. And for some reason, finishing that book, I had so many thoughts and feelings about it. And I saw so many awesome people making review videos for Rhythm of War. And I just really want to talk about that book. And, since creating a YouTube channel has been something I've wanted to do for a long time, it just seemed like, well, why not now? My dog's gonna pop in and out because I'm sitting on the floor. And 2020 sucks. I'm stuck at home. I'm working from home full time, and I need a hobby. I already read so much. I've read 105 books this year just for fun, and I just want to develop a new hobby. And another thing is, when I graduated college, I was a video creator for my software company, and as my health declined, I was unable to make videos after a while. And so it's been a couple years since I've made videos, and I kind of miss it. I used to, it was super engrossing, and it was a skill that I was developing, and then it kind of fell by the wayside with my health. And so, I want to practice making videos for fun, for me, and that's what I want this whole channel to be about, is just for me, developing as a person, as a reader, and as a video person. I just want to be a part of this community and get better at a skill set that I kind of miss having. So that is a super long-winded way of saying why I want to start this channel. So basically, why I want to start this channel is I want to get better at making videos. I want to have fun and join in on the community. And I'm stuck at home and need a new hobby, and I think it'll be fun. So the second question is, I don't really like this question. I have a hard time answering it, but question number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? And you know, I hope that by me having fun making videos, that will come across as fun and unique and exciting to the rest of the Booktube community. There are so many great content creators out there, and it's not like I want to copy anybody, but I just want to make videos for fun and for me, and if that isn't, it's not maybe the most unique thing to vlog, talk about books, book reviews, and whatnot, but if I'm having fun, I'm hoping that will be fun for viewers. Question number 3 is, what are you most excited about with this new channel? I am so excited about this channel. I've wanted to do it for, again, a long time, and I think the thing I'm most excited about is interacting with other people and, you know, interacting with the community and discovering new authors and books. And honestly, like this top shelf here, as you can see, are all books I picked up because of YouTube. And I would love to be that type of person for someone else who needs some reading guidance, and they find my channel and discover a book or a favorite author that they absolutely wouldn't have been able to find without Booktube. And if I could bring that to someone else, that is what I am most excited about. Hi, Boogie. Question number 4 is, why do you love reading? So, fun fact, I used to hate reading, and it took me a while to fall in love with it. What helped me fall in love with reading was my family. My family were all readers. I have 2 sisters, and they read, and my parents were readers, and my dad and my sisters would read to me, and that's how I discovered how magical stories could be, and made me want to learn to read so I could discover those stories for myself. Because at the time I didn't know how to read, and the way that my teacher was teaching us how to read was unbearable to me, and I hated learning. But I knew that if I could learn to read, I could read things that I would want to, basically. Like, my teacher would make us read nonfiction, and at that time I hated reading about butterflies and polar bears and all sorts of things. And if I learned to read by myself, I could read whatever I wanted, and so that's how it all started. Now I love reading because it's a form of escapism. It's a lot of fun. I learn new things, not just, you know, from nonfiction and like facts, but I feel like it hones my English skills. Like, I'm an English speaker. I studied English in college, but reading helps me to hold on to some of those tricks that I learned in school, and it helps me feel like I can even speak better, is, you know, with grammar and punctuation and all that. So, and you know, I used to love to read because I would talk to my friends about the books we were all reading at the same time. And for a long time, I haven't had that connection with other people with books. You know, I would watch Booktube and read what all the booktubers were reading, but that was kind of as far, and I felt some level of connection doing that, but not as much as I used to have. And now I'm hoping that with my love of reading and video creating, I can kind of merge those together. Question 5 is, what book or book series got you into reading? So for this answer, I'm going to say Chronicles of Narnia, because that was what my dad read to us, to me and my sisters. And, you know, I'm a Harry Potter kid, so Harry Potter was one of those things, but we're not going to talk about that on this channel. And once I fell in love with reading, other series that I started reading were Junie B. Jones, Magic Treehouse, The Boxcar Kids. There's this book series called The Secrets of Droon. I have no idea if any of you know these series, but you know, those kind of young children's books, you know, serial type books is what I would actually read them to my mom to practice, because I thought, well, since my dad reads to me and I love it so much, maybe I can read out loud to my mom and she would like that. And I would always put her to sleep and I would have to ask her, Mom, are you still awake? And you know, we're reading like these really silly chapter books for kids and she'd be half asleep trying to listen to me. And I would just love to read to her, even though she didn't really care about what I was reading. So those are some of the book series that got me into reading. Oh gosh, I can't believe. It's such a fun memory, reading to my mom and asking her, Mom, are you awake? And she said, no, I'm awake. Clearly she'd been sleeping. Question 6 is, what question do you have for your favorite booktuber? I have 2 questions. One being, what did it feel like publishing your very first video? Because I'm not super nervous being in front of a camera, actually. I am super nervous hitting that button that makes the video live for everyone to see it. So what did you feel hitting that button to publish your video? Because uploading my first video is probably one of the scariest things I've ever done, and I'm still gonna do it, but it's super scary, and I want to know if y'all felt this way too. Some of you Booktube veterans, I should say. And my second question is, how has your reading changed since starting Booktube? You know, I read a ton and I'm worried about starting this channel and things changing for me in terms of my love for reading. I don't want to give up why I read, and I don't want to give up my love of reading, and I don't want this channel to feel like a chore. I want this channel to be just as fun as reading itself is for me. So, you know, is there a change in your relationship to reading now that you've been making videos about reading? So those are the 2 big questions I have, because I'm curious and nervous about what this change will do, but I think it'll be a good thing. Even though I'm nervous, I am excited and I'm still going to do it. Question 7 is, what challenges do you think, you know, starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So I touched on this a little bit about my health. I have some chronic issues, and so time and physical limitations I'm a little worried about. But you know, and I work a full-time job on the computer all the time, and that comes with some physical issues, and I don't want creating videos to exacerbate my health problems. So for me, it's just going to be finding a balance between work and YouTube and my health, and making sure that I'm listening to my body and taking care of myself, and just doing this for fun and not letting any of those things come out of balance. So I think that's going to be the hardest thing for me. I'm also kind of shy and insecure, and I hope that this channel actually helps me with that. but that is definitely a challenge that I'm gonna have to overcome with this channel. I mean, this video is gonna be such a mess. I've got my dog coming in, I've got, you know, me pausing mid-thought because I can't think of a way to word things, even though I have notes in front of me. And yeah, so I'm a little worried about the quality of my content, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability, and I'll get better and better with time and practice. And if that means I only get one video up a month that I'm proud of, then I can be happy with that. I would like to do more, but at the same time, I also want to put out good content is the hope and the goal. So those are all the questions. Those are all the questions. That's it. There's only 7 questions in this tag. So I just want to say, if you're watching this video, thank you so much for listening to me ramble and stumble over my words. And I cannot wait to talk more. See ya.